beta banana. I'm not going to do that again, guys. The new Bedrock beta 1.12.0.2 is out now. It is a map maker and add-on creator's dream. Let's go over the changelog together right now. Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy 6 Gaming. Guys, coming to you from what appears to be the random world where I do a whole bunch of videos about the new Bedrock betas. This is going to be 1.12.0.2. It just came out a matter of moments ago, guys. So if you are excited about this one, let's go for 443 likes. If you are one of those dudes, don't forget to hit me up below, guys. Twitter, this all starts on Twitter. That's where all of the news information of these beta updates and things like that happen. It starts up there. I tweet it out, then I make a video. You should follow me on the Twitter. So yeah, guys, everybody's getting excited about all of the new village and pillage stuff, all the stuff that's going on. But the beta today is all about map makers and creators. It is a 9-page changelog. Almost all of it has to do with, guys, add-ons, adding in particles, all kinds of that good stuff. So I think what we're going to do is let's jump in. There's very little to show because a lot of it has to do with the technical end, with the JSON files and the particles but there is a lot to go over, and I know you want to do it. So let's go over that, and then we'll come back and have a partial conversation. And here we are kicking off the changelog. It's only 9 pages long today. Not that long at all. We're going to go over it pretty quick. So first things first, guys, Minecraft Bedrock Beta 1.12.0.2. Do not open the beta. Don't open your favorite world in the beta. You will be in very big trouble. You will not be able to open your world in the regular version of Minecraft. If you do not know how to join the beta, or you need to join the beta, the video that shows you how is in the description below. It's going to show you how to join it, how to leave it, how to do all of that stuff. So let's do this one. So first things first, these are the big known issues that are ahead of the game. So they're saying, hey, go ahead and report it, but just we know about this, don't freak out. So mob head geometry. Some mobs such as cats and villagers may have misaligned heads when they are sitting or sleeping. Tridents and shields may appear visible when being held by the player. So that'll start us down our trail. Lots of map maker stuff going on in this one. New features. Item distance IDs can now be synchronized between clients and servers. Added autocomplete to command blocks. Guys, dudes, that is so awesome. I'm not even joking. Autocomplete to command blocks, that's a big one. Added spawn radius. Game rule players can specify in their worlds called spawn radius. The concept was adapted from how Java Edition implemented it. It allows players to specify the number between 0 and 32 to create an allowed area for spawning to take place. So a spawn radius of 27 is a large circle rather than a radius of 12. Players then will spawn in random locations in that radius. Enabled content logging on Bedrock dedicated server. Added a delay option to command blocks. A delay can be added to command blocks using the new field. The ticks for this delay are redstone ticks. So down the line we're going number 3. For map makers and add-on creators. So new items can be added using add-ons. So that's simple enough. Mob events can now be enabled and disabled in world templates. Animations and particles can be added without being linked to entities. Inventory, armor, and hand containers can now be adapted through scripting. Sound effects can now be triggered by animation events. Added new execute command to the scripting API, adding scripting events in interaction with items. For example, item picked up, item dropped, carried item changed. Added one-shot animation support, allowing the ability to execute a single animation on an entity. Particle emitters can now trigger scripting events. Updated documentation of actor events to document client-side usage of actor events in resource packs. Added block components now use JSON schemas. Ooh, fancy words. Created a screen to view content log errors. The log screen can be opened using Control H or by going to settings in profile. Added code to allow static validation scripts to be run locally. Custom blocks can now be added through scripting. This is currently still a work in progress feature. With more functionality will be added in future updates. Custom blocks can currently only be added through additional JSON scripting. Custom blocks can only be placed through /command. So as you can see, guys, lots of map maker changes. So inventory API VO Basic inventory events have been exposed to the scripting API. This includes inventory container, armor container, hand container, hotbar container, block API VO. New block events and 2 new API have been included to query for blocks. This includes APIs, get block, get block, get blocks, get blocks, ticking area, events, block destruction started, block destruction stopped, piston moved blocked, piston destroyed blocked, player destroyed block, player placed block. Execute command API allows the scripting API to get result of /command. Event data API allows creators to create event data registry and pass it to the event function updated demo pack. So let's keep going. Crashes and performance. So let me make sure. I just want to make sure. Yep, we did good. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. Fixes. So fix several crashes that occurred during gameplay. As you guys know, this is a common one that we do all the time. Improve chunk loading performance in multiplayers. Further improvements to performance when using selectors with commands. Fixed a crash that could occur when switching players on Xbox. Cached resource packs no longer cause lag on Nintendo Switch. Fixed a crash that could occur when launching the game on some Windows 10 devices. Fixed a crash that could occur when certain interactive blocks, e.g. beds, chests, furnaces, are loading when joining a realm. Fixed a crash that could occur when engaging in a fight with an Elder Guardian in an ocean monument. Fixed a crash that could occur when throwing a trident with loyalty enchantment. Fixed a crash that could sometimes occur when exiting the game. Guys, general changes to the game player permissions now apply correctly when one or more operator tries to adjust them. Arrows that are shot into blocks keep their position when reloading in the world. Areas of effect clouds no longer try to spawn excessive numbers of particles when time of day is changed. Marketplace resource packs are now immediately applied after downloading in the world edit menu. The always day toggle now correctly animates and shows the correct setting. Flowing water is no longer left behind after flowing over string. That's weird, super weird. After fishing, hook is killed by command. The player can now cast the hook again without having to right click twice. The screen reader prompt no longer appears every time the player adjusts for network setting on Nintendo Switch. Removed unnecessary Xbox Live sign-in notification. Let's go. Gameplay Marketplace now offers page can show more than 25 items. Items that are split between slots and villager trade windows still count towards total trade amount. Blocks can once again be placed on unlit redstone ore. World settings now show, so let me make sure we're on this right one here. Oh my gosh, this is a big one. World settings now sync correctly between different Xbox devices. Only players who fought in a raid see and receive hero effects in realms now. Bells now ring when hit with splash and lingering potions. Mob spawners now only spawn mobs if the light level is below 7. That's interesting. Cocoa beans now break and drop when pushed by pistons. Fixed several related issues with end gateway portals. These should now teleport the player to correct safe location when used. Efficiency pickaxe now break packed ice at a much faster rate. Players that are being healed can still be knocked back by TNT. Villagers now keep their job when cured. The grindstone now correctly combines and repairs 2 damaged items. That's good. We want to make sure. You can now interact with blocks with a charged crossbow on touch devices. The bad omen effect is now only received when killing a pillager captain and not when dealing non-fatal damage with a bow or damage potion. Fixed various scenarios where certain blocks could not be placed until the game was restarted. World generation fixed a bug on dedicated servers and realms which could cause the wrong block types to generate. Tweaked the number of job sites per village. So that's a pretty big one. That makes a lot of sense. Basically, less job sites, less trading, maybe more perfected. Let's keep going. Cured villagers now keep their jobs. Vindicators can now path correctly over carpet during raids. That's good. Carpet would stop them. The Wither no longer plays its spawning animation when reloading a world. Mobs will no longer pathfind over brewing stands. Added sounds to indicate when a villager does not want to trade during a raid, for instance. Pillager captains now drop banners correctly even if the world is reloaded. Mobs will now spawn on double slabs. Re-added zombie villager sounds. Mobs no longer get stuck when pathfinding on ladders. Added new wandering trader sounds. Converting a normal pillager to a captain with tag commands now displays banner correctly. Evoker no longer moves too fast in move to village goal. He was going quick before, I remember. Villagers are now actively trading with players and no longer run and hide if that bell rings in a raid. Clerics now correctly pathfind to their job sites. Blocks. Scaffolding can no longer be placed on conduit blocks. This matches Java now. The bell now swings towards the player when hit, matching Java now. Items. Dropped items no longer prevent minecarts from being placed on rails. Empty glass bottles will now stack correctly when removed from brewing stands. Shields no longer appear too bright when in item frames. Fixed seagrass texture brightness. Barrel item is now properly placed in creative inventory. So graphical is our last one here. Fixed AZ fighting texture issue on some villager skins. Corrected the position of leads on wolves. No block particles now correctly correspond to the notes played. Fixed missing zombie villager skin. Farmland now has correct side on bottom texture. Fixed door trapdoor texture issues. Dyed leather horse armor color no longer affected by other horse armor. User interface, of course. Added controller tooltips for the lectern UI. Makes sense. Adjusted cartography UI to fit Android screens when using classic UI. Villager trading UI no longer opens and closes if the player is standing too far away. Added lectern UI control tip. Add-on and script engine fixed the scripting bug that could cause a player to float. Pick block and middle click now works correctly on non-vanilla entities that have been added using add-ons. Script attack component and script collision box component now correctly retrieve data. Updated data. Functions ran on a game loop now use an origin which has a game master permissions, not owner permissions. Added new constructor parameters to the server command origin so that the function manager can create an instant with upgraded permissions. So that was a pretty good changelog. Let's jump back over and start fiddling with some of this stuff. And there we go, guys. So as you can see, we have pretty much gone over everything there is to go over. You can see we have kind of a ghetto raid going on right here. We have a lot of the village and pillage stuff. We don't need to get into it too much because we have already investigated and looked at this stuff so much. So basically, we are ready to go. There's going to be a lot of add-ons, a lot of map making, a lot of stuff like that going on soon. The one thing that stands true to everybody here, which I will stand out, is we still have not seen the fox. The fox is not an item yet. No matter what we do, we are not getting this fox just yet because I think people want it too bad. Yeah, I think people want the fox too bad and they don't want to let it happen. So that said, let's just leave it at that, guys. We'll be excited. I'll stay tuned. The next beta update, when it comes out, maybe it will have foxes, and if it does, I think that we will jump on that one quick. I think it's safe to say that likely 1.11 will be coming for full release sometime in the next few weeks. And yeah, guys, don't forget to smash it before you go. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for cool tutorials, let's plays, and stuff. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.